hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Break Free TV with yours truly, Dr. Yolanda Sherman. Listen, tonight is going to be an amazing night. Women, we have a night for you, and we're going to be dealing with women issues. Tonight, I have the great honor and privilege of introducing to you none other than Miss Kimla Day. She is the director of Women Overcoming Obstacles of Break Free Release Ministries International. She serves in the community, empowering, equipping, and educating women, but most of all, creating a safe haven, calling it the no judgment zone, that women can come and share, we say issues, but professionally, life circumstances, that they may be whole again. So tonight we want to deal with women with issues, but being made whole again. Welcome tonight. I am just so excited about you being here.
I'm glad to be here. I am. It's been a long time coming, and so this is really awesome to be able to come behind the regular screen of social media like Facebook and what have you, to really get out and let women know we're here, we're regal, and it's happening. And so you welcoming me, but let me welcome everybody that's watching.
Yes!
Let me welcome everybody that's watching. This is Women Overcoming Obstacles, but we like to say the woo.
The woo, the woo, the woo, the woo.
That's what I've shortened it out to be, the woo, because, knowing what it means, I'm the director of it. I've been blessed and trusted to be put in that place. But, I'm just one of the many faces of Women Overcoming Obstacles. We have women every day that are facing challenges, and, we can't talk about them things. Some things we can't talk about, to anybody and everybody. So why not have a place such as this where we can gather, even though it's once a week, we can sit down and really get our thoughts out.
Yeah.
And so that's what my goal is, because, even before I, came into this, this Women Overcoming Obstacles, I call it organization, because we building it, we growing.
Yes.
And I would always, be in conversations with women dealing with, it might be childbearing, or women that are in a situation where they're single mothers after being divorced, it just on and on and on. And so if I'm doing that to the side, just passing and having conversation outside of the organization, why not really bring it to the forefront?
Yes.
And really talk about it. And we've been having some topics. We really have. We've been talking.
Wow.
And so not only do we talk about issues or challenges or what have you, there are things like just this past week we've talked about when we go through those life changes, the next stage of menopause. We talked about
that. My God.
We talked about that, and how you got to have the fan, not the ceiling fan way up there, but you want it up in your face. We talked about those things, but we also talked about things that we can do outside of hormone replacement therapy that might could be a help, because some of the women have problems or issues or concerns with those type of issues, And so I gave a couple of great tips that personally experienced. And so when you experience something for yourself, it's easier to talk.
Maybe I'm going through that right now. I mean, my cycle ain't stopped completely, but I'm telling you, them hormones that getting hot and everybody else is cold, and being cold and everybody else is hot.
Oh yes.
All of that. So I totally get it, and I think I'll be 52 this year. Matter of fact, in a couple of weeks, I'll be 52. And it seemed like when I hit the 50 mark,
you know it, your body knows it before you realize it.
Yeah, it's like when I hit the big 5-0, it's like I start feeling all of that.
All different. All different.
Yeah.
And what I really wanted to focus on when we spoke on it, we know the general things, but I wanted to really, and we talked about what you didn't know.
Yeah.
Things you didn't know. You knew about the hot flashes, but we didn't know about certain other things like, brain fog.
Wow.
Those are certain things, we don't talk about every day.
Yeah.
You going in the store, you already got your list, what you know.
And you done forgot.
You done forgot. What did I come in here? And you have to go back to the car just to realize
to
what
get your thought back together.
You have to come back to yourself.
I know, and you start trying to feel yourself.
Yeah, and so we talked about that. Another one we talked about was we know as we get older as women, hormones is a great factor.
Yes.
The hair starts to thin. It starts to do a whole change of its own.
Yes.
But what I told the ladies on Monday, what we didn't know was it just not hair from the scalp. We talking about full body hair. It was times my eyebrows, I get them arched and everything. Now I got to get a pencil and help draw them in. Okay? So we talked about the things we don't know. Nobody told us. And the biggest thing I think that really hit home was, generally they give you an age bracket between 45 and 55.
Yeah.
But there's women, and I'm one of those women that actually was in her 30s. I was in my 30s. I was 34 when it happened. And then my grandmother was 39. So it was a family history, and she had a baby. So it's those things they don't tell you. They just it comes up,
Well, I don't know what this phase I'm going through since I hit over 50, but I know it's about to dry up in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not as normal as it used to be. It's like it's skipping, and I know everything, because I remember when I had my last son, the little bitty one, I was like, let me tell y'all something. I told that doctor, I said, I'm not leaving out of this hospital. You're going to burn these, clip them, whatever you need to do. But I'm not going to be able to go through this here again.
Correct.
Because both of my pregnancies was hard. It's like they hard heads. Yeah, with the first one, I kicked the bed rail. The old Herman. And they had them bed rails and what's that Herman women's, whatever. Them old Yes, every time I felt the pain, I kicked the rail. They had to put the rail back on the bed. Honestly.
See, that's what everybody have experiences like this. And see, these are conversations we as women, we need to have.
Yeah.
We need to have.
Yeah.
Because we might have gone through it, but it's somebody else that is starting, and they need to know it's more to it than what the book says.
Yes.
Your doctor will give you so much information, but you got other patients to see.
Yeah.
So this is one of the things that, we like to shed light on things like this,
Stuff that's relevant.
Exactly. But then we got some fun stuff.
Oh,
like we had cocktail hour, and stuff. We learned how to make virgin cocktails, virgin drinks.
Yeah.
Just to have that part of that self-love, that me time.
Come on here.
So when we did that, and I know I got phone calls after that was over with. It's like, Kim, I should have known you would know how to make a drink without alcohol, because everybody knows I'm not really a drinker. Okay?
Yeah.
But it was a fun way with stuff you probably already had in your pantry.
Wow.
And so it was a really, really cool thing. I think the only thing I really had to buy was a particular syrup. And I told, the ladies where you can get your regular grocery store. You didn't have to go nowhere.
So what all did you how did you make this?
It was a syrup I used I think I got it at, you can get it anywhere, Walmart, Kroger's, H-E-B, whatever syrup. I use a pomegranate syrup.
Wow.
And so you're using lemon juice, you're using the syrup. Oh my goodness. You could put fruit in it.
Did you get you some Sonic Ice?
I wish I could have got
Baby, it ain't nothing. Let me tell you something. It ain't nothing like that Sonic Ice.
Something how you crave that. Most times, a lot of women crave Sonic Ice when they're pregnant. Isn't that funny? I know
for me what I crave, and I know my husband got tired of me because he was I wanted butter pecan ice cream, but I had to have a sour pickle.
A sour pickle on it.
And that was a heck of a combination. I remember one night I had told him, Kim, and I had this craving in the night, and I was in the house, and I was crying, and I know he got tired of me crying. And he was like, what is wrong with you? And I was like, I want some butter pecan ice cream, and please don't forget the sour pickle. And I know he was, and I cried until he got up. I guess he say, I cannot, he didn't tell me that, but I guess he was saying to himself, because I could tell and look at his face because he had worked and he was tired. And I was crying, and I had to have the butter pecan ice cream, and I had to have, not the dill pickle, I had to have the sour pickle. The big ones that they have.
Yes.
And baby, since he had to go over there, and he had to get that for me and bring it back. And once I ate that,
you were fine.
I was fine, and he didn't hear nothing else. I went on to sleep.
See,
yeah, but it was like a crave, and he had to go. So what he started doing, he went and bought a big
one. No, he didn't go big thing.
Got a big old thing of butter pecan ice cream, and he got a big old jar of those pickles, the big ones.
Yeah.
So all I had to do, because that was my craving. That was a weird craving, but that's what I craved when I was pregnant.
Well, he loaded you up, but you didn't have to worry about that no more.
Oh yeah, because that night I know I felt this pain.
Oh,
but I know he felt mine.
See,
he was like, what?
Talk about this with us women. Who can talk about this?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Know what we talking about.
We women, but we got issues.
Right. And so, this is such a good place to really talk. And like earlier you were saying about keeping your tune up as a woman.
Yeah.
And that's very important, because we so busy. We fix up the outside, we do the hair, we put the lashes on, the makeup, the clothes, and then the inside is a whole nother story.
Oh, we tore up from the floor.
Yes, because we get caught up, and not that we mean to do this.
Yeah,
but we always forget self-care,
self-love.
We up here, we take care of family. Some of us are married. We have full-time jobs. And so we forget the things that we need to do. I work with a lot of nurses where I work with. Yeah. And I have nurses I work with that have not gotten a mammogram in 3 to 4 years.
Because all they doing is working.
All they doing is working.
And taking care of their family. Or either they in school trying to pursue another degree.
Right.
Yeah, you got to take care of yourself.
I was like, this, so we have to talk about everything. We can't be leaving stuff out. We got to talk about those things. And so when you mention no judgment zone, and I always say that, we're not here to judge. We're here to talk about it.
Yeah.
We're here to shed some light on it, because like I say, it's bad to say that some people don't have nobody. Absolutely nobody.
That's the truth.
Their mother might be gone on to glory. They might not have a sister. A sister might not be here. They might be in this city with no family at all.
Yeah.
And they need that conversation, And for those that even tune in, and even though if they might not make a comment then, they're thinking about it and sharing it with others.
I agree.
And bringing them on later, they say, hey, you need to look at this. Because I've been getting a few phone calls, girl, I like that. I'm glad you said something.
Yeah.
And so I'm encouraging when we do talk about, different topics, don't hesitate to put it in the comment, because what you want to say is probably what somebody's thinking.
And they just don't know how to express it.
Put it into words.
Yeah.
A lot of us can't put our thoughts into our words.
Yeah.
And so, a lot of times it happens when you're trying to fill out an application, your resume, you can't put your thoughts down on the paper. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So these are the things that, I'm so happy we finally have this time, that we can do this.
Yeah.
Like I always say, these are topics about us and they're for us, so why not talk about it?
Yeah. Because a lot of times it's just a woman understanding another woman, and and being able to relate to the other woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, by us being women, we can say, yeah, I got you. You know, I'm about to I'm hitting that right now.
Yeah.
I understand menopause because I'm going through something. You already went. So things like that, and then with our children, that's a whole nother story. Oh my goodness!
I think I did a segment Generation X. If y'all didn't see that, y'all better go back and watch that one, because that was some truth to us, because we raising kids. A lot of us are raising children, or we're mentoring other children, daughters or sons or nephews, nieces, or whatever. And it's a certain way that we have to speak, a certain way we have to carry ourselves. And what we find out, I call my age group, I guess, anywhere from 1967, and maybe we can go all the way down to maybe 75.
Yeah, because I'm in 1970.
We can go that way. And I call us Generation X because we so full of technology.
Yeah.
We use technology everywhere. We use more technology to talk to somebody than versus picking up a phone and seeing how you doing.
Text.
And with text
or with computer.
Yeah. That is our world today.
Yeah.
And some of us,
and it's not going nowhere.
It's not going. No, it's going further. and we have to be mindful of certain things we have to do. We can't rely on PlayStation and Nintendo for the kids.
No.
We have a responsibility.
We're gonna have to keep up, because I was my granddaughter, or my granddaughters. One is 10, and the other one, I think she's 6 now. I think she just turned 6. They be getting old on. But anyway, they got TikTok. So I be paying attention to their TikToks.
Right.
And what they doing and what they listening to, and when they make their TikToks, what they, TikToking too. On the TikTok.
I've seen some of them. They are so cute.
And so my granddaughter, she did this thing where you change into some mustache face or something and crack whatever it was. So I sent it to, me with my old self. I sent it to my daughter-in-law and my son. And I said, and then she turned around and changed to herself. I said, it moves so fast.
All these different filters.
Yes, all these, and she ended up changing to herself. So I sent it to my son, and I say, was that Harvey? and my daughter-in-law, she texted me back, because I was at work. I said, these kids is gifted. They doing it. She said, well, yeah, she doing TikTok or whatever. I was like, she's very talented. Her and my granddaughter, my grandson, they're very talented. But I be like a snoop eye grandmother hen watching, because I'm trying to make sure. I know my son and my daughter-in-law, they keeping up, but I'm like, I'm
village, like they say.
I'm like,
takes a village. Because it's unfortunate. Everybody don't care about your children, your grandchildren. We caught up in that generation with every man for themselves. It's all me. I'm gonna get mine, and I don't care if that's a child or not. So you have to be mindful and careful about what they watch.
I mean, by all means, because a lot, and even some of the music. We listen to the beats of it,
but we don't listen to the words.
But we not listening to the words. And some of the words, the beats be good, but they be degrading women and degrading talking about killing each other and all that kind of stuff.
And we just listen to the beats.
And these kids listen to that stuff. But see, they be in tune with the words. We be like, it's a good beat, because we old school. We just, we want to get to it.
Some of we know how to really leave it where it is, But kids are so young and they take so much in. They like a sponge. And so we have to be mindful and make sure we have to watch what they're doing. Because social media is great, but social media is not your babysitter.
And you don't want social media mothers raising your children.
That's right. Because see, what they see out there.
Yeah.
They might think that they can do.
Yeah.
And then we want to get upset
because they doing
it.
Yeah.
But where were we, you know,
come on,
when it was taking it in? So it's not to, you know, backlash, you know, Mom, because we all make mistakes.
Oh yeah, I made
a
plenty.
Get caught up in working and you're trying to make the best.
I made a plenty.
I made a plenty. But we just saying we're in that what I call Generation X, where technology has taken over.
Yes.
And technology is doing more than what it needs to be doing.
And with that, we gonna have to stay up. We gonna have to stay up on it, women. I'm just telling you, mothers, we gonna have to stay on. I made a whole lot of, you know, my parenting skills may not be like the parenting skills of our parents.
So different now.
It's so different, you know. But my children are grown now.
Mm-hmm.
But this next generation, we gotta really be mindful.
Yeah, we have to be mindful.
Because they get more. Their stuff is more advanced.
There are.
Than when I was coming up and when my, you know,
so that's why I'm saying, you know, we call the millennials, the younger people.
Yeah.
They got their own way of doing things.
Yes.
A lot of them, they're so intelligent and they put it in a positive state.
Yeah.
Where they make it work for them versus someone in our era, we got to go to college, we got to get the education, and they are young entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And then we slide into this, what I call our age, Generation X, where we got a little bit of it. But if we don't be careful, if we don't be careful in what we're doing, and especially when we are parents or even mentoring other children, we're going to slide into our golden years, not just realizing things are out of control.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, you know, thank God for I call our seniors, I call our seasoned folks.
Yeah, yeah.
Because those values and morals that they instilled in us, ain't nothing wrong with them.
No.
There's nothing wrong with them. And you know, kids say, oh, that's old school. That's old school.
That helped us get through.
That helped you. That old school is going to keep you here. You know, it's going to keep you alive. Certain things don't get old. Like respect. You know, does not get old. And so those things as women, you know, and it's for everybody, but since you know, this is for women.
Yeah.
And we're talking to our ladies, that is part of our responsibilities. But we don't want us, you know, to get lost in the process.
Yes.
Because we lose ourselves.
Yes.
And that's what my goal is, to bring us back to ourselves and know what matters. Because if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to know good for nobody. Nobody. You know, some people, and I have been one of those, that we have run ourselves so much in the ground that when we got sick, the whole house couldn't even make it.
Oh yeah,
couldn't even make it. The house couldn't even stand.
Oh yeah.
And so this is why our purpose, why we're doing what we're doing. We're trying to reach more women to get in our conversations. And I always had this invite to ladies when we're talking live. If you have something that you really want to talk about, you can put it in the comments or something. Nothing I can say. It's no judgment zone. You know, you might have an experience. I might have gone through it, but somebody, you've gone through it.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And so not only do I want to hear, you never know who else is out there.
Yes.
So I love the fact that we're using more than one platform now.
Yes.
To get the word out. You know, that we are here. And being in a community, that's the fun part.
Oh, yes.
That is the fun part.
Yes,
you know, we've talked about it, and I think we still talk. I'm going to let it rest. And when we had that good time when we went out for lunch, let me tell y'all something. The food was fine. But what we enjoyed was the fellowship.
Oh, yes. It was
the
good.
fellowship. And so that's what I think is going to make us different. Because they got groups everywhere.
Yes.
But I want this to be something, I'm sure you can agree.
Yes.
We're doing more than we just behind the screen like this here. You know, and then putting it down and going back to the same old that we talking about, that we need to clean up and do something different.
Exactly.
This is why we are doing it and stuff. So we going real deep, but we have some fun stuff too.
Oh, yes.
But when I go deep, let me say the reason why I go deep, because everybody that's listening on is saved, filled with the Holy Ghost, and you know, and sanctified. Everybody not like that. Unfortunately. So people coming from all walks of life.
Exactly.
And so, you know, some people people might think it's fine to do things this way. Some people think it's fine to do it the other way.
Yes.
So we have to, I try to talk on every level because you got to keep it balanced.
Yes.
We can't be one-sided, because if that's the case, ain't nobody gonna come in with the same kind of folks, same kind of people.
Yes,
my pastor always say we got to go behind the four walls.
Yes.
We got to go from behind the four walls, and we got to reach women that need somebody to talk to.
Yes,
they need to get their frustrations out, because mentally, it's having mental health. It's having a field day with a whole lot of folks.
Yes.
So, ladies, we are here. We doing this, and I am so serious. I'm so serious in what we do. I've been with you for so long. I didn't even realize how long I had even been with you. You had to tell me. I didn't, because it's not an obligation.
Yeah.
It's just something when you enjoy doing something.
Yeah,
you just do it. You just do it.
It makes a difference.
It makes a difference,
Yeah.
I always want to know what my purpose was. I said, Lord, I don't even know what I'm here for. And then it was like, you love to run your mouth. You love to talk. And here I am, sitting in, look, we're in our queen's chair. And we talking and we cutting it up.
Queens, baby. Because listen, women, we are queens.
Yes. I mean, we've overcome some obstacles. And there's some obstacles still we got to overcome.
Yes.
But the thing is, we going through it to come out. And so this is I just love the fact that we can talk on a level where we're not afraid. We can just talk about it. Because some things, people are hurting, women are hurting out there, because they just don't have nobody, So that's what we here for. I think I done ran my mouth so much. I guess I can go on and on about it,
This is so good. And listen, it's actually much needed. This is our time. This has been an amazing broadcast. Listen, the website, www.wbfrmi.org, or you can call our office, 832-263-8759, or you can email Kim at info@bfrmi.org. If you have any questions, go to the website. Listen, she is the Woo Director. She is available, and there are counselors. Remember, don't stop until what? You break free.